Hello BC, Happy New Year to everybody, long time no see. If you're still watching, um, Happy New Year. I'm back here with a new installment of Revolutions. I haven't done one in a while, but just got busy and wasn't really inspired in making any videos, largely due to the fact that there's no videos to watch or hardly any. So gets me to think that nobody's really watching or doing anything. So what's the point of putting a video if no one's going to be watching? Maybe just for myself. I don't know. So 2 days ago I went for a dig with Champ Sounds, James Battery and Anthony Camplone. That was great to meet those guys again, and we had a great day. It was fun. And picked up records for the first time in 2 months. But I'm not going to show you those today because it's not a new from Vinyl Finds video, it's a Revolutions video. For Christmas, my wife bought me this 33 1/3 on Tago Mago by Ken. Classic, absolute classic album. Maybe, the best krautrock album there is, arguably. And so I read a lot of music books, like, I have quite a few of these as well. And whilst reading, I get inspired to play things because they mention a lot of different artists and records. So you just go, oh well, let's put this on. And so eventually I played Tago Mago quite a bit whilst playing this record, which is, obviously always a fun ride, especially for Hallelujah, which is just, to me, the encapsulation of krautrock is Hallelujah, basically. 18 minutes of just drumming. It's perfect. But in the book, the guy who wrote the book, Alan Warner, Scottish guy, he's a novelist. He wrote Morven Calla. If you've probably seen the movie, I don't know, you might have. He mentions he talks a lot about Agatha as one of his early sort of influences records, So I played this and I really, really enjoyed it. This is I think this is a US original of Agatha. Very cool. And he also mentions, funny enough, in the book, there's a lot of mentions of Cream. It compares Ginger Baker a lot to Yaki Libertide. I don't know whether you can really compare them, but I did play These Really Gears, and this is a really fun record. Again, I've had this for, over a decade, and I don't play it very often, but when I play it, I always really enjoy it. And he also mentions obviously Pink Floyd and bands like that. So I pulled that metal, and I really, you can't go wrong with an album like this. Starts and finishes with classic songs, One of These Days, and Echoes is Pink Floyd, really. Down to a T. Fantastic album. It's like an eardrum or something, or I don't know, something like that. Eardrum under a microscope. And another record that he talks about in the book for some reason is Aqualung. And I also played this, and this is why I love books like these, because it just reminds you of what you've got in your collection. It's more or less a kind of a, like a wake up call, saying, oh, you got all these records, play them, you dickhead. And so yes, I did play all these records and enjoy them. But not only those other records. Here's one of my all-time favorite French records. Léo Ferré and the band Zoo. sort of the French Blood, Sweat and Tears, basically, and playing La Solitude, which is this is a magical record where sort of poetry and psych and funk kind of meets in sort of a perfect kind of a crossroads, you know. When I met Christophe in Switzerland, you know, we had a talk about this record. This is a cool record. You can back me up on this if you watch this. And since I'm talking about French records, I also pulled out my copy of Comme la Radio, which this one is not a reissue. It's an original Sarava. I know it's been reissued on Superior Viaduct recently, but it's a beautiful original. A great record, Brigitte Fontaine and the Art Ensemble of Chicago, and her husband, Areski Belkacem, husband and songwriting partner for many years. On was it Monday? As I said, I was hanging around with Champ Sand and James Buttery and Anthony Camplone, and I was talking to Andrew Champ Sand, and we were just in Northside Records, which is kind of the funk and soul record of Melbourne. And I pointed this record out to Champ Sand. I said, "This is a really great record." So Andrew, if you're watching, just a reminder: this is a Fabiano Orchestra band from Guadeloupe, French island of Guadeloupe, I think, or perhaps Martinique. Where are we talking about? Yeah, Guadeloupe. Yeah, a Guadeloupe band. Guadeloupe is a French island in the Caribbean, basically. And this is a great sort of big band, kind of funk mixed with a bit of reggae, spiritual jazz-ish esque. Great. Well, it is an orchestra after all, so it is on Superfly Records. It's a reissue. It's a really great record to pick up, and yeah, I got this when Superfly put it out in 2013, last year, but it's a great record. A couple of folk singer-songwriter classics. I was playing this a couple of days ago, Red Hash by Gary Higgins. This is the Drag City reissue. Well, obviously you can't really get this as an original. I mean, if you do, you're rich or lucky or both. Gary Higgins is a singer-songwriter. I think he was from the East Coast. I've got a feeling from maybe Connecticut or somewhere like that. Maybe it says on the sleeve. Yeah, Connecticut. That's right. That's correct. It says there. Yes. And Gary Higgins made, you know, 2-3 records, but this one is just a beautiful singer-songwriter record, one of the best of the genre, alongside with things like, I don't know, the debut Leonard Cohen record, or and Bill Fay and people like that, you know. Gary Higgins, amazing folk artist, but more in the singer-songwriter realm than the folk realm. And since I'm talking about Leonard Cohen, this is the obligatory Leonard Cohen stop this week. This week we have chosen Recent Songs, album from 1979, I believe. Would have been great in the Faces thread, wouldn't it? Great records. I think this is an Australian original on CBS. I've got the feeling. Pretty sold like hotcakes in Australia when it came out. Lovely record. Not Leonard's best, but still, just really top class effort. 10 minutes. Okay, I'll try to not to go too far. This is another singer-songwriter masterpiece. If you don't own this record, you might want to invest. This is Bonnie Prince Billy, I See a Darkness. Bonnie Prince Billy, Will Oldham from Louisville, Kentucky. And this is his best record by far, really. I mean, there's no comparison. From 1999, and I have been a fan since this record has existed. You can pick this up easily. This is still available. Drag City and online you can get this record. This is phenomenal, sort of alternative country, but really dark and really brooding, and just a masterpiece. A masterpiece. Yesterday I was really enjoying this Australian post-rock gem, Dirty 3 with Ocean Songs, which I would place in the same category of gems as the Bonnie Prince Billy. They're from the same time, roughly. This is from 1998, and this was also this is on Touch and Go, but I believe also that it has a release on Drag City for some reason. It's very cool. It's just Dead 3-piece, guitar, drums, and violin. Warren Ellis, long-time partner of Nick Cave. In a completely different register is a bit of British reggae. QB40 with Signing Off. Great records and superb. There's a really amazing track called Food for Thought on Food for Thought, as in the saying, it's Food for Thought, which you should have a listen to. 2 or 3 more. I should have segued this after the Leonard Cohen or something, but this is one of my all-time favorites, XO by Elliott Smith, which I'm playing at the moment because I've also got the 33 1/3 on XO, so I've pulled it out and just listened to it. In my top 10 favorite albums of all time, this one, easily, no question. Bought on release, week it was released basically. And loved ever since. Just loved, absolutely. This is Belle Sebastian, the 4th record by Belle Sebastian. Fold Your Hands, Child, You Walk Like a Peasant, which I also did buy in its first week of release on CD back when I lived in England. And this is not a Belle Sebastian album that is very well reviewed, but it's the thing, when you're a fan of a band and you listen to an album enough, you get to love it. I love this. I absolutely love this record. It's brilliant. Just love all the songs on it. It's great. From 2000. And finally, a jazz masterpiece. A Message from the Tribe by Wendell Harrison and Phil Ranelin. A reissue, but nonetheless, great record. So I'll leave you on this, 1973. Yes, it's fantastic. Leave you on this and wish you a great New Year and all that. And hope to hear from you folks. 15 minutes. I think it's watchable. 15 minutes, not too long. Okay, folks. See ya.